And I've got the microphone on. There we go. Welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. It is Sunday, August the 14th, 2022. And awesome to be here today. Piggy, I'm still trying to figure out what light patch, which screen are you talking about? This one that we're looking at, or the bunny stream? Because I was confused. Anyway, welcome everyone, and nice to have you all on board. Been interesting to watch what's been going on here. We had kind of a little bit of a slowdown during the course of the night. But that is okay. It seems to be chugging along just fine. It did not stop, so we got it. So, you got Siggy. I got Siggy. Yeah, we're looking at Siggy. This screen. Okay, if I point, can you tell me if I'm close? Hang on, I gotta get my mouse working on that one. Where the heck is that? There. Mouse, why are you not working? I want mouse media. No? Oh, hang on, that's the wrong spot. Yeah, that's the wrong spot. I was in the wrong spot. All right, I'm trying to get this mouse going again here. There we go. Now we can show the mouse. Okay. I'm trying to figure this out, Piggy. In the distance, are you talking about this over here, where my mouse is pointed now, over on the left-hand side in the far back? That white patch? Is that the one? Yeah. That's smoke and steam coming up out there. And hang on, we can show that a little bit differently or better if we go to one of the other views. Give me a second. I will attempt to get over to the one that we want to look at. There we go. And that is this patch out here, I believe. And there is a little bit of steam / smoke coming off of there. If you look real careful, you can see there's the leading edge of the new lava pushing in. And we're possibly getting some steam or smoke out in that area. Hey, while we're on here, let's just look. This is the exit point where we think it's going to go out. I noticed it's gone a little further and pushed into this area now. And we may see it push in a whole bunch further before it does the exit thing. This may be lower lying land and easier for the lava to maneuver to, rather than trying to get over that fairly steep hump there to get out. Yep, that should be good. Hadn't seen that before? No worries. Actually, the lighter patches here, Piggy, those actually only seem to have developed recently. It's the same as this stuff out here. It's like heat is being applied to it from underneath, and we're seeing it turn somewhat whitish, which is kind of unique. I don't mind it, and pretty cool. Anyway, let's get at things here. So we need to say hi to our wonderful moderators. Arizona Snowman, of course. Piggy is also in the house. We may have C&D Boy here as well, and Joseph, and 24/7 live AZ Skies. Gary may be in the background. Lucas might also be here. So yay, those are our wonderful moderators for right now, and that'll be all good. And thank you guys for being here. Really do appreciate it. Please, Brad, coffee. Okay. Actually, I don't need any coffee. I'm okay. I got Pepsi. Anyway, wonderful. And we'll get going on things here right away. First person in today was Sue. And that seems to be 2 days in a row. Sue gets some cookies. So there we go. And got it fixed up. All right. Bob's, why did you bop Piggy? Okay, never mind. I'm not going to worry about that. Anyway, no water? No, I don't think Bot does water. I think he does rain, though. But anyway, glad to have you guys all on board. And we're going to go say hi to everyone here. And let's see if we can start out with... we'll start out down here in the bottom with Yvonne Kunkel. Welcome, Yvonne. I'm glad to have you on board. And next one I see is Tetra. Welcome, Tetra. And going up from there, Carla Ott says, thanks to whoever gifted my subscription. And that may have been... That may have been, I don't know who that actually would have been, yesterday. There were several, and let me look. I'm looking on my list here, and I don't see where the names are. I know Grandma B did 2 of them, and there was another one here just recently with multiple, so... I did have it written down, but I usually write gift beside it. Darn it. Maybe I got the wrong sheet. Okay. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure, but likely was Grandma B there, so I would think that would be all right to thank her. Anyway, other people in here, Sherry Hewitt, Sharon Stewart, welcome. Peter Greenlees, welcome. We got Yvonne already. Henry Nelson is here. Sarah Miles, welcome. Sue Hayes, of course, got the cookies. Juliet is in the channel. And LOL, Gemma, Super Kitty, Dave, and Claire, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Jules also here, as well as B-Matt. Welcome, William. And let's see, who else? Trevor Wonky Donkey. Welcome, Trevor. Got your email. Thanks. Dave Crook also back in here. Tracy Bills is here. Welcome. Brad. Anyone want a cuppa? Yep. I think they all need one. Along with those lava cookies. Goes down well. Okay. Got Henry. Got Tracy. Matt and Jen. Welcome. Going up some more. Empty Coal Forge. Good to have you back. And let's see who else we've got in here. Oh, Mummy of Hamsters. Welcome. Glad to have you here. And let's see. Going up some more. Looking for more wonderful names from wonderful people. And I am up as high as I can get. And oh, hang on. It's stalled. Now it's going again. I've been seeing things stall on me, like the screen, and it's kind of weird. Hey, why are we on that one, by the way? We were supposed to be on the other one. The nice-looking one. I don't want to look at smoke. I want to look at volcanoes. My God. Who put that there, anyway? Okay, going up some more, looking for more names. Kevin Haynes is here. Welcome, Kevin. And let's see. Grandma B is in the house. Welcome, Grandma B. Anna Wallner. Welcome, Anna. Glad to have you here. And guten Abend. Let's see. Who else snuck in here? We got Oh Mommy of Hamsters. Layla is also back. Welcome, Layla. Flinders L. Welcome. And let's see. One Fish 26, welcome back. Good to have you back. And let's see who else we can find on the list here. I think we're just about out of names, just about at the top. So we got Sarah, we got Grandma B, and Wormhand we missed. Welcome, Wormhand. And still scrolling up, you guys. A lot of people in here. Judy L, welcome back. And of course, King Colin Deadman is in the channel as well. And hail the king. Anyway, I'm all the way up to the top. I do see the wonderful Irish monk is up there saying a prayer for everyone. And let's see, will I get back down to the bottom? Iona, welcome back. And let's see, who else did I miss? We got Sherry Hewitt. Barbarian is here. Good to have you on board. Richard Francis, welcome. Good to have you here. Misty Griss, also here. And who else did I miss sneaking in? Possibly lots of people, but I don't see any other names. A lot of repeats in here, which is good. Like, well, Doug Anderson, I didn't mention before. Welcome. And OFU Lux from Luxembourg, back in here with his special spaceship. And of course, he brought along CVET 69, and that is also a person who's got a worthy craft of traveling interstellar distances. Oh, lots of fun. Anyway, I think we're good with names, you guys. So, hey, awesome to see this thing is still chugging away. And we're good with saying hello to everyone for right now. I did look at this thing. I did do a time lapse for overnight, or a good portion of it, a decent 4 hours anyway. And while it was in its kind of quiet time state, and I thought that was kind of, wasn't really as flavorful as I wanted to. I was going to post it, but I'll show it to you guys here. And it's only 4 minutes long, so you guys can have a good peek at it. Wow, thank you very much for that wonderful super chat to start things out, oh mummy of hamsters. You are doing a wonderful job. Let's get the lava party started. Still happy birthday, Uncle Doc. Thanks, oh mummy, and that is awesome. Just writing that down. And stirs. Okay, and it is a $5 super chat. There we go. And thank you very kindly for that wonderful support. Okay, let's pop back over and have a look at that video. I do have it loaded up on the other scene here, so we'll have a quick look. And let's get it going. And there we go. This was for approximately 4 hours worth, and it's scrunched into about 4 minutes. And what I was trying to see here basically was how much was that rim building up. And with the lower, less violent eruptions happening, we see a lot more material flipping out and landing on the edges. And of course, this is cone building time, so it definitely is building up the cone. Something to keep kind of apprised of is, if you look, hang on, something didn't work there. Need to get my crayons on top. Forgot to do that. There we go. This corner here, just keep an eye on it, and you'll see it build up fairly well. And it's kind of neat to see, because later on we'll show you where it all broke down. It was all freshly built, and it was kind of neat to see that, and that was pretty awesome. I hear an echo. Oh, Echo the Bot is here. Echo the Bot is here. Welcome, Echo. Let's see, did somebody else pop in that I missed? I think we're good for right now. Sniffs crayons. Anyway, it was rather kind of a lot less eruptive than what we were noticing before. As you can see, the plumes of lava shooting out really aren't anywhere near as high as what they were, and this is because that cycle went way down on us. And it is hopefully going back up. We'll show that right after the video. We'll have a look at the harmonic tremor chart just to kind of get an idea of what it was doing during the night. But like I say though, this is a very, very good cone building material, and it does build up quite a bit, and of course break down as well, as you may have noticed right about there in the middle. So it's fairly soft stuff, and that's why I want you to look at this side here, our number 2 pointer. That's number 1. So that number 1, you just seen that a big chunk out, break out of there, and now it looks like it's got a bunch of teeth on top of that. That'll smooth out again, you guys, and it's kind of neat just to watch that continue to build up, and it really really does its thing. And like I say, this is about 4 minutes long, so that's a lot of time lapse, 4 hours worth. Actually, just a little bit over 4 hours, but it brought it right into the daylight, and that's kind of what we wanted to achieve. The other one I want you to kind of pay attention to is take a look at this cone down here, our little guy. And if any of you who have watched the movie Aliens, please tell me, does that not look like one of those cocoons where the aliens were? Once once the flame has gone out of it, it'll look more so once it gets a little lighter. But it is really, really kind of freaky looking, and it really does kind of remind me of this Aliens look. Oh, that was it. So that was the right near the end. We didn't get to see all of it, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. Anyway, let's turn that guy off. We'll go back over to the other screen, and then we can have a look at our alien monster there. And Betty, uh-oh, is it Betty? We'll get back over there. Okay, why is that not moving now? Okay, somebody is playing with my computer. Anyway, there we go. I'm on it now. So that little cone that was building up there, it did break itself up a little bit as well. So I'm not sure what to really make of it. It's kind of weird, you know, looking at that, and does make a guy wonder what is going on. And yeah, after the stream tonight, I have to reboot this machine. I've been avoiding trying to reboot here for a couple of days now because it's a lot of work to reinitiate everything into the software. So tonight I have no choice though. Things are starting to slow down and bog, and it is time. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Anyhow, kind of neat looking to see all of this. And then I want to go back to let's see, on the visor cam we had some stuff at we need to go back about an hour, I think, or something like that. Let's see if we're in the right spot. 19, no, I want to go back a little, 2 minutes more or so. Let's see if that is good there. 1905. Okay, so we're looking for a wall collapse around this time. There you see some stuff dropping in the back. Kind of neat to watch a little bit of that material dropping in. There's another one, and that is pretty awesome, you guys. So we know this thing has got all that fresh tephra just hanging there, and it hasn't solidified. It's very hot underneath. So we're going to see this doing these things repeatedly, and of course it is all part of the cone building process. And we've seen that with wonderful Ragnar, and we're seeing it here again. So very cool. And I saw this this current. It was cool. No, Dave, it's really hot. You don't want to touch it. I know what you meant, though. Yes, it is cool, and looks pretty awesome. So yeah, it is actually very, very interesting. And while we're looking at that, you see how this corner has a slump down here. We're going to go back in time a little bit more and see if we can see a little earlier here when it was still back to normal. Just before that, I think. A little bit more. And just about solid again. Anyway, you see it there. It was already cracked and breaking up a little bit. And as time progressed and the eruptions continue to wash up against it, we see it break down more and more and more, and eventually it literally crumbles. And I want to get to that point. Let's see if we can find where that actually kind of slides down into the rest of the material there. It may take a little time. Let's see if I can move it a little faster here. Come on. No, not yet. A little more. And no. Probably going to be too far now. No, still not. That's sturdy anyway. But when it does fall, you can see it actually moving very quickly into the soup. Every time we do that, you can see it go down just a little bit more, little jumps at a time. I heard there were lava walkers again. Oh, yes. And, oh, there's the collapse. I want to go back a few seconds. Yeah, the foolish lava walkers, I am not going to entertain and show them on here. I will, however, post the link, and you guys can have it and look at it. I am not encouraging that or anything like this. It is absolutely foolish as far as I am concerned, and I don't know why people are that foolish, but it is what it is. Let's see if I got that right. Hopefully it'll work in here. And see if this will work. No, that link didn't post for me. Hang on. I'm going to have to open it to be able to get it to post. And I did actually post that in the stream earlier. And yeah, open link. There we go. And it was downright scary and foolish as far as I'm concerned, but it's not my place to police these guys or anything like that. This is the link in the chat now. That is, you can have a look at that. I am just absolutely floored by the foolishness of these individuals, but that's neither here nor there. The guy with the drone did good. Yeah, he did. He definitely, I do agree, Peter. And a matter of fact, I think those people noticed that the drone was flying closer and closer, and possibly thought better get out of there. So one of those things. Anyway, I see a couple more people popped in. Welcome, Edith NZ. Glad to have you on board. And Nicholas Van Orton also here. Welcome. Alba Girl also made it in. And welcome, everyone. Glad to have you on board today. Yeah, so, yeah, you guys can have a look at that link. Anyway, we got sidetracked from what we were looking at. We were looking at this area. Need to get my screen back up here so I can see what we're looking at. This right here and how it was slumping, and I wanted to get back to that. We'll push this ahead a little bit and see, because it was during daytime lighting that you could see it fairly well when it did slump, and that is the area we're talking about right there. And the activity did kind of drop off a little bit, but when that did slide down, it was pretty cool looking. Let's see if we can move that ahead a little bit more. And it wasn't like instantaneous, so that's the hard part. That's it, kind of sloughing there a little bit more. It might be very close to right around this point in time. Anyway, you guys can probably have a look at it on your own. The video is on there for about 12 hours, and that was right around 1652, I believe, or thereabouts, to watch it. If you want to watch the entire thing, you can watch it a little bit before and afterwards as well. Let's see if we can move that. Oh, still intact. Maybe I was too far earlier. This is going to be hard to show. One of those things where you want to show it and it doesn't want to show up. If you go too far, you miss it. Anyway, every time I move that ahead, it does slouch down a little bit more, but it should be dropping here anytime. Yeah, I think somewhere around here. Anyway, you'll see it drop down. I'm not going to chase this. This is going to take too long to try to locate. But anyway, I did say I wanted to pop over to the harmonic tremor chart and have a look at it there. I'm going to put this back onto a live, and that way we know what's going on. Current time. There we go. And quick peek at the harmonic tremor chart. And that will be kind of interesting to see down. As I mentioned, it did go down quite a bit, and then it did pop back up for us. And hopefully it's going to stay on the rise. So that was what I was seeing earlier. I'm going to refresh, and there we go. That is headed back up now. So this is when we were watching it last night. We were up doing really well, and then it took a nosedive and started going down. And then it was just recently that it started picking up again. And nice to see that it did get back up there. So pretty cool, and that is awesome. Okay. Gonna keep going with this. Anyway, you see what it's doing. It's in a happy place now. At least that's what I'm figuring. And a quick peek at our earthquakes while we're doing these things here. And let's get over to the earthquake map. Come on, computer, you can do it. You'll get there eventually. There we go. So I've got it set for 6 hours. I wanted to see what was going on in short order here. We do see a few quakes, and of course these are again in that same location up towards Calir, not quite at Calir, but still up here, and that is kind of makes you question what's going on. And if we zoom in a bit, we can see these are fairly shallow, 1.8 kilometers down for that 0.33 from 1537. Then we have this guy here from 1506 0.52, and it was 2.6 kilometers down, not too far. This one, we need to slide down. There we go. A little deeper on this one. 1.35 was the magnitude, and 3.2 kilometers down. And then I think this one in here, 2.7 kilometers down. So they're not very far down. Not as shallow as the ones we seen yesterday, but still in that area. And I'm wondering if we still have a possibility of getting a second fissure opening here. And that could be something that could happen. We don't know for sure, but hey, that's kind of the way it is. Going to put this on 24 hours and just have a quick peek around to see the other activity and see if anything was really huge in here, and really not seeing most of anything that would be scary. No 3s or 4s or anything like that. Sliding over here, we don't see anything down here at Katla at all. We've got a couple little ones beside Hekla, nothing major. We do have this 1.93, and that would have been that same area which we noticed yesterday, and that was at 111 this morning, 2.8 kilometers down for that. So we could see something happen in there. Katla, or sorry, Grimsvatn had a 1.44, but it was quite deep at 8.9 kilometers down from 9:06 a.m. And then when we take a look over here at Astja, we did have a couple little guys here as well. 0.86, 3.9 kilometers down from 7 a.m. 0.08, 4.5 kilometers down from 5:54 a.m. And then we got these two stacked up here. 0.42, 3.9 kilometers down from 209, and this 0.69 from from 210. It was 3.5 kilometers down. And then they had a friend over here, 0.2, and that was 5.2 kilometers down from 1902. And so that's kind of the Astja area right now. Nothing major to suggest that we're going to see something pop anytime soon. And we slide up a little bit more to the northern portions. And of course, we have a few here, 1.5, 4.9 kilometers down. 1730 was the time on that guy. An older one, 0.87, 10.3 kilometers down from yesterday at 21:27, just about 30. Close. I was close. Anyway, 1.7 here from yesterday as well, from 22:56, 12.2 kilometers down. And then I do believe the rest are from yesterday as well. They are too. So I'm not going to worry about those so much, but they're right in that same spot, those three. And then we have this little guy, 0.33 from today at 3:57, and that is kind of what we've got there, 5.3 clicks down. Nothing major on the earthquake map. So that's kind of what I just wanted to get across, but getting it back to our fun stuff that we had within the last 6 hours. That is it on the charts here. So really nothing major is going to change right away if we're looking for catastrophic stuff. Not happening. Anyway, let's get back to our lovely goodness there. Take a look at it. Not sure which one actually looks better, if we go from that one, or hang on, let's get over to the this. No, that's not this one I wanted. I want to get on to, I had another screen here. Let's see what our multi-screen looks like. Smoke and smoke. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. We're going to get a lot of smoke on that one. Let me see what I can do to fix something up to look at the other screen here. This guy doesn't like to run in two spots. Uh-oh. It doesn't love us. Alright, I will leave it on there, and hopefully it will show. It looks a little different in this view. The other thing that I did want to kind of point out is we see more breaking material here than it had tried to rebuild. So that is kind of interesting. Let's push that live. It's not live. There we go. It is now. So yeah, pretty close to breaking off again, and that is actually a little bit better view from this camera right now. And I think, well, I'll leave it on here for the duration of my break. I am going to go for a break, ladies and gentlemen, for about 5 minutes. So please watch the lovely goodness continue, and don't anybody jump in there. Do not walk on the lava, especially on the new flow areas. That is very, very dangerous. Just to let you know, what can easily happen is you can step in a spot that is just wafer thin and end up of breaking through and falling into a lava pit that is 4 or 5 meters deep, full of hot molten lava, and there is nobody going to be able to pull you out in time. So Having said that, we don't encourage lava walking. And I'm going to go take a break, you guys. For those who haven't hit that like button yet, please do give it a quick shot. And also, hopefully, if you want to chat, you'll subscribe. And a minute later, you'll be able to chat in the chat box. So, pretty awesome. Okay, who's hiding a pin in the straw? Don't be doing that. That's going to hurt somebody. Anyway, you guys, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. Keep smiling. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? What happened to my song? Oh, hang on. I want that to finish. It changed on me. Darn it. Thank you for the welcome backs, everyone. Glad to be here. And I was trying to do something sneaky here and it didn't work. And oh, it switched on me. That's why. Ah, now it switched back. Okay, and of course it quit. It didn't take the song over there. Darn it. All right, we'll have to. We'll leave the song be for next time. But that's okay. Better than that music. All right, Sharon, no worries. Okay, hey, I posted that link to Sarah Miles and video that she had up there. I thought that was pretty cool. Looked like a very, very fast spaceship zipping by, which is really cool. So awesome to see, and that was pretty neat. If you guys hadn't gone over there, I did drop that link. You can scroll up a little and see it there, and that'll be pretty neat for those who want to have a quick look. Not very long, so you can do it very quickly. I was asleep at the time. Okay. Well, it sure was boogieing across the sky real fast. That is for sure. And sonic boom would definitely be something that that should have done. Oh, you don't see the link? Let me see if I can drop that link again. And I don't have the description, just the link right there. There you go. That is the link for Sarah's video, and that should be pretty cool. Actually, I'll drop it again just so you have it. And there we go. It's in there now. Hopefully, you'll all be able to get onto that. Okay. Do we know how far it was out? No idea. I don't know. Ask Sarah. She would know. And I see I'm having some computer slowdown issues, and I'm wondering what the heck is going on. It's something is taxing things here, so going to be interesting to see what the heck is going on. I probably have too many active windows open, and that could very well be the reason. So I may have to shut some of these things off. But anyway, let's just scoot around the world real quick, look at other places, and see what is happening. And hopefully we'll come up with something. Anyway, you're welcome, Maria. No worries. And shameless self-promotion. Well, Sarah, you know, sometimes those things are of interest, and other times they're not. And for me, seeing a meteor zipping by at that speed and being able to see it on your doorbell cam is actually pretty awesome. So, you know, it is self-promotion, kind of not really what we want here with the rules, but I think because, you know, we're all part of that big family here, it's a little different, so not a big thing. But I hear it. Oh, it's on there. When you watch, you'll see it zipping across, definitely in the sky, and it was pretty cool, pretty awesome. Oh, okay. I'm gonna see what we can do here. Let's pop over to other places, and I want to get onto the right ones here. And let's get over to Sicily and have a look and see what our wonderful Mount Etna is doing. There it is. And Mount Etna, of course, being in the dark, they do have this back on YouTube now, which is really nice, because then we can back up and go, hey, this is 3.5 hours ago, and this is what it looked like. And that is pretty cool. And the first thing I noticed, hardly anything coming off of this thing as far as smoke. So it's gone fairly quiet, you guys. even if we back up a little bit more, and this is about 4.5 hours ago, you can see a little bit more smoke this time around, more whitish, but definitely not anywhere near as much smoke coming off of it as what we had in the past. So I think things are calming down there, and that would be kind of the likely story, I think, unless we have anything new. Yvonne, are you still in here? Yvonne Kunkel? I'm just kind of curious if there was anything new and exciting happening at Etna, or is it all kind of just calming down? And that's kind of what the perception I'm getting anyway, that things are getting calmer. And if we go back a little bit more here, that's about 6 hours ago, by the way. And if we go about 8 hours ago, oh, Yvonne went to bed. Darn it. Sleeping. Oh, that's it. That's it. I don't know what we're going to do about her. Always sleeping. What the heck she thinks she can do with that? Darn volcanologists anyway. Love her to pieces, and no worries on her getting some sleep. She needs it, and that is pretty cool. Lots of people in northern Utah hear the heard the sonic boom. Cool, and yep, that is kind of neat. Okay, time. What? My turn to cook. I'm gonna broil some lamb, big taters, and fresh spinach. Okay, sounds like a wonderful meal there, Grandma B. And interesting food. Ann Walsh, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Right now we're having a quick peek at what Mount Etna was looking like earlier in the day. Of course, that is kind of in the clouds. We'll go back to about 4 hours ago, 4 hours and 15 minutes ago. So that's kind of what we've had there. Fairly quiet, going back to real time. It is nighttime there, and that is Sicily. So that is it. Not much happening there. Next volcanoes on our agenda, and that would be out in the Azores. And of course, we are on the island of São Jorge, and São Jorge is got a volcano on it that is potentially able to erupt sometime, maybe. We'll see. We've been waiting. It hasn't done it yet. This is another shot of São Jorge. This is that little bay that we always look at, and we do like seeing that. This is where the waves come in, and we watch to see how much white water we get. It tells us how bad the ocean is out there. So pretty cool. Next picture, and I got to make that a little wider. There we go. And of course, that is our map of the area. And just to zoom out a little bit and give you a little better idea of what it looks like there and where the Azores actually are. Some people are not familiar with this, so we'll zoom out a little bit. There you can see Spain and Portugal, and here's the mid-Atlantic ridge, and of course that is where the Azores are located, where all those red dots are. And of course there is a fault line in here, and this is the Eurasian plate, the African plate, and the North American plate. And again, that is our mid-Atlantic ridge. And just up a little further there, we find Iceland, and that is always nice. So zooming back in, let's see, zoom, zoom, zoom. And we'll have a quick look at our 3 earthquakes that we see there today. And this one is from 6:54 a.m., 1.7. The next one is another 1.7 from 12:46 in the afternoon, and a 2.1 showing from 17:16, and that's kind of the three that are on the island right now. This is a slightly different map from volcanodiscovery.com, and it shows this one here. I'm going to refresh this though, just to make sure we didn't miss anything else out in the water, and I don't believe we did. And as we zoom in, you can see the locations a little bit better, since they're not all jammed up with the other previous earthquakes that they had there. So 14 hours ago 1.7, 8 hours ago 1.7, and they're calling it 2.3 instead of a 2.1 on this one 3 hours ago. And again, the uplift we seen was on this portion of the island, and so this one may be part of it, but again, not these guys over here, and not a big deal, but interesting nonetheless. And of course, you're looking over here, that is Mount Montana over here on Pico Island, just so you kind of get an idea. That too is a volcano. Same thing with over here on Fayal Island. Not sure what they call that one, but it is there. And this one is also in a yellow state. And again, I'm not sure the name of the island, but that is what it looks like over there. And that's actually a pretty kind of nasty looking guy, if you ask me. And I kind of dig this. This is kind of neat the way the farms are. They've utilized all that land in here to grow stuff on. Kind of makes a volcano a different looking beast, if you ask me, but pretty awesome. Okay, anyway, we'll leave the Azores be, and get it? Azores be? No, never mind. Bad joke. All right, off to our next wonderful areas here. We'll have a quick look at what we've got happening in Mexico and those wonderful places. Yeah, look for cloud. I'll find it. Yeah, that is Popocatépetl. Isn't that nice? Gray. Anyway, let's get back to the important stuff. So earlier today, we had some little bit of an eruption come out of Popocatépetl, and let's see if we can get it right on there. Just about right there, I think. Anyway, we had, let's see if we can get that going. There we go. That's the start of it. So around just about 3 minutes or 2 minutes before 8 a.m. Their local time is when it started to plume up a little bit. And we noticed that they had some gray stuff coming out of there. Poppet? Oh no, Poppet is... Poppet, I came to give my pause of approval. Oh, the pause of approval? It's more like it's kind of it's getting ready to pounce. Careful. That cat is dangerous. I've seen it before. It almost took my leg off. Yep, be mad. Really be careful. It is dangerous, that Poppet. Anyway, looking at what was coming out of Popocatépetl, typically we only see that white fluffy kind of cloud coming out of there. It's interesting to see dark, heavy pyroclastic style ash material being thrown up, and kind of unique for this guy, but hey, it is a volcano. It's supposed to do that. And how dare you, Dr. Fox? Oh, how dare I what? After you clawed my legs to bits and pieces? Yeah, sure. Here, kitty. Puppet, we love you. Oh boy, and that'll get it going. Oh, anyway. Oh boy. Dr. Fox, you have 5 minutes to break, or I'm coming to get you. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, lots of fun. Anyway, so Popocatépetl doing a little bit of its fun stuff and throwing out a little bit of material there, and I thought it was kind of neat to see. Typically, we don't see that as much. Oh, there was another one earlier here too. That would be kind of glad. This was, yeah, there we go. Should be right about there. And yeah, this is another one that we had. This was about, what was it, 7:07 a.m. So I didn't even know that one was there. I just found that one. So this was pretty cool too. This stuff seems to be a little bit darker than that first one we looked at. And that is all right though. Somebody's buffering. I'm showing solid bit rates out here, so it shouldn't be buffering on my end. Not here anyway. No, solid as can be. Seeing it, the variance is minimal, very, very minimal. So should be okay from my end. Maybe something down the pipe somewhere. Yeah, just keeping an eye on the bits here, and we buffered too. Okay, shouldn't be any reason for buffering, at least not from my side. It definitely is solid. So my audio stuttered. Okay, I hope your audio's okay now. I hope there's no echo. For Poppet, a feather for Poppet. Christopher Lawrence, cool video, Sarah. Okay, yeah, she actually has a pretty cool video there. Anyway, let's get back to the golden times really quickly here, and that is our wake up morning Popocatépetl. So that is cool, and we don't mind it. And yep, bit rate's still solid all the way through, you guys. So I'm not sure what's going on, and doing its thing. And let's get on to our next volcano really quickly. Looking at Merapi, and Merapi is happy, doing its thing. I didn't go back to see how much activity we had during the night. Really, I don't think we had anything major coming out. We did see some smoke earlier, and not sure if that is what we've got there, but I'm just looking back here to see if we could find any spots where we actually seen some lava, and I don't. Yeah, it's lavaless. I don't like lavaless volcanoes. I like lava. Okay, so that one's not working. Still looking at my bit rate. Everything is good. So bit rate is good here. We should be all right. There is Ruapehu. Ruapehu, of course, in New Zealand, and that one is looking pretty cold and snowy this morning. And double checking my bit rate, still solid, you guys, so we should be all right. And there we go, and that is good for there. Go back to Merapi. We'll grab the next one. Should be Semeru, and yeah, Semeru, I don't think we're gonna have a picture today. Semeru is facing some gray problems, so no problem. Semeru is out. Next one on our list, of course, is Suwanoshi. No, not Suwanoshi-jima. Sakurajima. Let's get our volcanoes right. So Sakurajima, of course, it's got some cloud on top of it. We can't tell what's going on. If we go trying to back up, we notice that cloud kind of hung there in that same place all night long. Very, very difficult to see if there was anything happening with it at all. And as you can see, it's just right in the bad zone. So unfortunately, Oh, hang on. Maybe we did have something here a little bit from about 7 hours and 22 minutes ago. Yeah, it was kind of clear before, and we do see a little bit of ejecta, I guess, if that's what you want to call it, and definitely doing its thing. Why is the quality so poor? Let's see if we can improve that there a little bit. But anyway, yeah, you can see that there was some gray material popping out of there as well. It's a moonlit night, that's why the cloud is lighting up as well as it is. So pretty cool that way. But nothing really furious or major coming out of that volcano right now. So everything is a little bit more peaceful, if you will, and that's what it looks like right now. Not too bad. Going over to this one. Hey, our ice cream boats are waiting. There's one already docked. The other one is coming in now, you guys. So definitely ice cream for the break, and that'll make things really, really good here. And that is pretty good timing. And you guys can zip down and grab an ice cream. That'll be awesome. Irish monk, I am a little bit too drunk to be sitting on the roof watching lightning. Be right back. Need to find ground level. That is probably a good idea, Irish monk. And put the umbrella away during a thunderstorm. You don't want to be using that. Trust me. All right. Yep, ice cream boat coming in, and there's already one dock, so we got two of them. You got double whammy choices there. That is pretty awesome. And looking at the other one here, of course, that's the close-up of the crater at Sakurajima, and of course, so much cloud you can't see anything. Moving on, and no picture of that one. Why? Oh, it is gray. That's why. That is ASO, and it is completely in the clouds. You can just see the edge of the rail here. ASO would be out here somewhere. Somewhere. Next one, and this one is Suwanoshijima, and it is continuing to throw out some material as well, but it does have those low-lying clouds overhead. Makes things really tough. Anyway, that is it. Before the Kraken of costs comes and gets me, I'm putting it back onto here. Let you guys watch some beautiful Icelandic lava brewing, and it is really, really pretty. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Wanted to kind of say, hey, please hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Also, if you are sitting on the sidelines, you want to join in the chat, you are more than welcome to do so, but you are required to be subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, you won't be able to chat in the chat box, and what you will need to do is hit the magic subscribe button. It goes from red to gray, and after 1 minute it will allow you to get back in there and chat without any issues. As long as we can keep that going, I'm going to pop that ahead here. For some reason it was lagging a little bit. Okay, there we go. Got that all done, all set. Throwing some music on. I'll be back in 5 minutes or so, and we'll have some bacon seeds then. Keep smiling, play nice in the lava, and don't walk on it. And I'll be back. And the microphone is back on. There we go. And yes, you guys are welcome. Yeah, that was that piano tune, Everything Has a Beginning by Joe Cummings. I forgot to put the S on the end there, but that is who it's from. So pretty cool. And welcome back from Poppet and the Mini Krakens. Oh, and Piggy. Welcome, Piggy. The Mini Krakens. Oh no. That is awesome. And thank you for the welcome backs from all the rest of you. That is, let's see. Oh, James Olette also here. Welcome. And thanks, Albert Girl and Sue Hayes saying, Gremlins, I can hear you now. All right, no worries. Thanks, Sue, or sorry, Sharon, and Sue, and Colin, and Sandra, saying, yo, Doc. Welcome, Sandra Rockland. Yaris is also in here, and thanks, Sherry. And Raymond also popped in. Welcome. Mark Weiss also here. Awesome. 5x5 from BMAT. Cool. Okay. Hey, it's bacon seed time, you guys. So we got to get over there and look at bacon seeds. And for those who are not familiar with what bacon seeds are, you obviously look at lava and you understand when you see a lava flow, it looks like bacon. And of course, where do you get bacon from? You get bacon from bacon seeds. And it is kind of a tradition on here that we show our bacon seeds and keep smiling. So that is kind of why we do this. And some people say, well, this isn't lava or this isn't what we want to see. Yeah, that's not for everyone. You're more than welcome to head on out. Anyway, this is the last one from yesterday. So let's get at the first one from today. And here are some wonderful looking little bacon seeds staring at the camera. And one of them, of course, is decided to show its finer side. So wonderful and kind of neat looking. I like those. Next, we will see our next wonderful bacon seed. You know, when I seen him, two things came to mind. And a third one just came to mind as well. The first one was this is a Vulcan, okay, as in the pointy ears. But the second thing that came to mind, if you're a Star Trek fan, and Voyager, Neelix, okay, for those who are paying attention, and Neelix would come to mind. The third item that come to mind was Elf. And of course Elf would look like that too, but when we look at this, it's almost as hairy as a guinea pig might be, so pretty awesome. Neelix, good name. Yep, it could be Neelix, and I think that'd be funny actually. So just, you know, to throw that out there, just never mind me. Kunakus. Okay, whatever. We'll keep going here. Next bacon seed. And here's a flying pig. This one is another prime example of pigs can fly. There you go. Speeding faster than a bullet across that grass field. And super pig. Yep, all he needs is a little cape and away we go. And we can probably add that cape without any issues here. And of course that cape needs to be a red in color, right? So let's see if we can add a nice little red cape in the back here. Oh, I got to get that whiteboard working. Oh, I better turn it on. That'll make it work. No, it doesn't want to color on that picture. Darn it! I got to get a new whiteboard. Never mind. We'll do that later, and I'll see if I can get one going for tomorrow. Next bacon seed, please, and that is, of course, this guy, and he too looks kind of odd and weird. So makes a guy wonder, and he must be from that same clan. Younger though, and definitely needs a little bit more weight on him, if you ask me. Just a little bit more. That belly isn't quite plump enough. We want better bacon. Let's get to our next one here. And of course, oh, this is a tiny, tiny little bacon seed, and very, very cute little feller. A little bit bigger than the one from yesterday. That was, or yeah, that was almost smaller than a handful, and I thought that was pretty cute and awesome. So anyway, this is really, really nice. We do like it. Very, very nice little guy. And let's see our last bacon seed for today. And then I'm going to load a couple little bunny pictures that I got yesterday from Lisa P. Frampton. And we do want to load those, but it'll take a second. Here's our last bacon seed for today. And of course, that one doesn't look like he's starving. He's got a little bit bigger belly on him. And a furry too. And kind of neat to see. Keep warm, I guess. So pretty cool. Hey, Banana Puss is in. John Raper also made it in. Welcome, you guys. And anyway, that is pretty awesome. I want to see if I can find those pictures real quick here. I thought I did save them somewhere, and for the life of me, I forgot where I saved them, so I got to double check. Yeah, I don't know if I did that. Let's see. I'll save that one and this one, and at least I know what they're called, and we can get a half a chance at finding them. So yeah, these next ones are little tiny bunnies that Lisa had, and I thought they were pretty cute looking, so I will definitely put them up here. We like cute little things, and just gotta find where they are. How come they didn't show up in here? Alright, handfuls, where are you? Unless it saved it somewhere else. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder, and that's why. That makes sense. There we go. All right. Here's one of them, and it is just a tiny, tiny little bunny, and you can't get smaller than that, you guys. That is about as little as you can get, and I don't know how old they were, a few days or 2 days or something, and Lisa, of course, is looking after the little ones there, making sure they are okay. So here's the other one, and I'll see if I can get that picture to enlarge a little bit as well. Oops. There we go. Okay, so there you got it. The two little tiny little baby rabbits. Well, it's the same one. It's just two different shots, and definitely worthy of having a little peek at them, and that is very, very nice. Anyway, I thought I'd just pass those along, and thank you, Lisa, for sending those in, and that is awesome. Anyway, we'll leave our bacon seeds be, and that is pretty cool, you guys. I wanted to pop over. Hey, Billy Bob Joe, welcome. Irish Monk says, oh, all my non-male emotions leaked out. Uh-oh. What happened? I don't know what you did there, Irish. You should have put a cork in it or something. Anyway, let's see. I'm trying to do too many things here at once, and Irish is distracting me. He's a nice guy, though. Even though if he does have a leaky problem. Oh boy, let's not go there. Too much fun, too much fun. All right, I am trying to find Taal volcano, and I think I may have found it, hiding in under some other eruption. Oh, of course, it's a good thing I checked beforehand, and that'll be good. Okay, what the heck is this doing? What's live? He's got two of them going here, and it doesn't tell me which one is actually the live one, which one is not live. Okay, well, we found the live one. It's unfortunately no view. That is what Taal is looking like right now. Still a little bit early, before sunrise, and I think we have to wait a little bit. We can see the volcano out there, but we can't see a darn thing. Whether it's off-gassing or not, no idea, but we do know that we seen more stuff in the past. What was the bunnies, doctor? What about the bunnies? Oh, Irish, you are so funny. All right. Oh boy. Wabbits. Yeah, wascoey wabbits. We love wabbits. Actually, you know, if we take care of all our little living critter friends, this would be a happier world. And even our ducks. And Juliet just brought that up. And of course, what do ducks eat? Quackers. Of course they eat quackers. What else would they eat? Anyway, punny. Next volcano up is, of course, something back in North America, and of course that is the Old Faithful, and there it is now, and starting its geyser run of throwing out some wonderful steam, and as long as it's steaming, we're all good. Hey, BMAT, wow, some of your overtime pay for staying with us longer lately. Awesome, BMAT. That is very, very kind of you, William. BMAT, $49.99. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and all those other fine things. Thank you very kindly for that wonderful super chat, and you're welcome. And of course, it's more a passion to be able to see some of that stuff. You know, as it's happening. Doing the show is one thing, but experiencing what we're really seeing is a lot. When it gets into learning about how things react, how things happen, and it is really, really cool. So, you know, I don't mind sharing stuff like that. It's wonderful. Nature is a beautiful thing. It can be a dangerous thing, but it is a beautiful thing. And I think within nature there is. Anyway, Old Faithful there, not very exciting. Let's get back to some lava. I like lava. And we already checked some of those other places out, so let's just take a look and see what we've got going on here. I actually wanted to go around the other shots here and take a look at what we've got going, and let's see if we can pop in on the other ones and just look at the general area as we are getting to twilight. And well, I'm just checking here to make sure my stuff is still good, and I'm still okay. I just moved to a different scene, and I do see a little bit of a drop for a second in bit rates, but nothing that should cause buffering. So anyway, this is a little bit more lavely. You can see a lot more of that flow and how it is progressing down the hill here. And when I say down the hill, that is what we've got. It is moving down into the valley. This area has built up quite a bit, and that is interesting and fascinating to see how much higher this is than it originally started. And I want to see if I can do some comparison shots from the earlier ones to what it is now. And somebody's saying I can't hear. Russell Brainerd should be all right. Refresh if you can't. Complain about lack of connection. Remember, I spent 97% of my life without electricity. Yeah. Candle power. That's what you got, Irish monk. Anyway, next view is this guy here checking my bit rate. I see it jumped up a little bit this time, and stable. Okay, that's good. It shouldn't be buffering. This, of course, from a slightly different view from the roof, and we do see where the valley and everything is, so pretty awesome. And next view, of course, is the other roof view, the close-up, and this one is the one that made my bit rates go a little bit wonky, and it stalls every once in a while, and I do not know why. I wonder if the saturation is a little high on this channel or what it is, but that is definitely some issue with bit rate on this one. So I'm not sure. It's going up a little higher. Anyway, let's get back to this view here, and of course that shows you the overview of the entire Meridalia Valley. And of course, over on the left side here, you see our primary vent area and some of that lava flow out. Later, when it gets dark, I'm sure we'll be able to tell exactly where that lava has gotten to this time around. Since it's slowed down, it's probably saved a little bit here and built this area up a little more. We're going to see the lava probably fill in here a little bit more before we see it push a little bit further. And of course, the exit point over on the right hand side here, and this is where it will likely exit the Meridalia, and it will head this way and then come up or southward on the old trail road that is back there. I did mention earlier here we see that this and this kind of has pushed forward a little bit into this area, so we will probably see a little bit more of a push here. This whitish stuff will all end up getting buried fairly soon. If we do get more, we can see the edges of that lava is getting there. So it's filling that, the low spots in the valley definitely are getting filled up, which is cool and interesting. I'm not sure if this right here is a hot spot. It looks like it is pluming up, but we also have the smoke coming directly towards the camera, so hard to tell whether that is a plume in here or not. So pretty good. Jumps up on, okay. Yeah, get her a recliner or a pillow. She'll need one. And careful, poppets right there too. Ice packs from the freezer. Okay. Moving it back to this one though, we do see that lavally material, and I want to pop it back over onto the other one here, and hopefully that will continue and not cause any bit rate problems. And I see it jumped up a little bit when I switched the scene, but it is back to right where it should be at about 4,700, give or take a little bit. And we should be all right with that. So hopefully the internet gods will keep our signal going without any issue. And just about break time. It is break time, you guys. So I'm going to do that. I'm gonna get this. Oh, why is that not on live broadcast? Skip ahead. That's the other thing it does. It slows it down a little bit. I don't know why, but there we are, 100% live, and all good. For those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please help us out. Let's see if we can get her up to 200 likes today. Would be awesome if we can do that. I do understand there's a bunch less people here today than we had yesterday, so not a big deal, but let's see if we can push that up a little bit more, and it really does help out. If you haven't shared it out yet, that would be awesome if you could. But anyway, I'm gonna go take that 5-minute break, you guys. So keep smiling, play nice in the lava, don't push anybody in, and do not go walking on the lava. It really, really is dangerous, you guys. Don't want you to do that. I don't want anybody to die. And yeah, the magpies are saying do not walk on the lava. I heard them very clearly. All right, you guys, be good, and I'm sure you guys heard them too. See? Yeah. Okay, magpie, you got a good point. That is crazy. They think they're having a conversation with me. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go talk to the magpies, and want to add something to that, Dr. Fox? Yeah. Okay. Saw the video. Some people. Oh no. Yeah, there's people there and magpies. All right, you guys. I'll be back. I'm gonna go see what the magpies want. Hit the like button, you guys. All right, the microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you guys on board. And of course, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. And on screen is our wonderful Siggy Fisher, as we call it, and that is in the northwestern corner of Maridalier Valley in Iceland, on the Reykjanes Peninsula. And of course, it is erupting. We love it. We love it. We love lava. And thank you for the welcome backs from, let's see, all kinds of people. Sue Hayes, Alba Girl, Phil, thanks. And welcome, Phil. And as well as Piggy, of course, and Sharon Stewart saying, I hear you, Dr. Fox. Okay. And BMAT says, loud and clear, 5x5. Thanks, Peter. And let's see, Jason Davies, welcome. Hi, Dr. Fox, how are you? I am just fine. A nice build up. Quite nicely. Yeah. This thing is going to continue to build. It, of course, will go for a while yet, and I'm sure it's not going to die out anytime soon. We're going to see this thing go for a while. And yes, it's going to develop cycles and go through periods of highs and lows. And these are things that we need to expect with a volcano. We had the same thing with Ragnar, and of course with Bob at first. So things do cycle, and that is pretty cool, and we do like it. We really do like it. Anyway, I did want to take you over to have a quick peek at Hawaii. So we're going to do that now. We'll take a quick look there. And if you ask me, it looks like our volcano is picking up speed a little bit here. Those splashes are starting to get bigger and taller from what I see. So, yep, definitely starting to work its magic. Crank up the volume, you guys. That is what it's doing. And yeah, my magpie is still sitting out there. You know, and I thought there was 2 or 3 of them in there chatting out in the branches. But it is just one, and it's having a full-blown conversation with me, apparently. So, pretty cool. I took the temperature of the cat on a hot tin roof. She was sitting with me. We fell off together. Oh, wow. Irish. I don't know. I love you, Dr. Fox. Yeah, I guess that the magpie loves me. I think the one that's squawking at me is the one that I called Squeaky. The one that had the shrill voice, because it certainly sounds like it. It's quite vocal now, though. Very, very vocal. So, pretty awesome. That's the same one that lands in the branches here and says, "Rock, rock, rock, good night," kind of thing every night. So pretty cool. Anyway, let's get over to Hawaii, and we'll go from Iceland to Hawaii, and poof, less than a split second, you guys, and that is faster than light travel. Whoa, that's not the right thing. What happened here? I'm trying to turn on the right one. Okay, turn that off. That worked. Okay, so there we go. We've got our shot from this morning, actually. 8:41 a.m. is when we seen this. And there is the lava pond. Not very good shot of the toe here, but it is there, and we do see it. Going to refresh that, see what it looks like currently. And of course, this is out in Kilauea, in the caldera of Kilauea, and there's your wonderful lava pond. the toe area, as we call it. We know there's a lava tube feeding it from this pond, and then these points here are places that the lava is actually bubbling because it has a drain hole underneath, and some of those gases are bubbling up out of the lava and allowing it to drain down the drain holes. Really cool, really neat to see. Let's take the next shot. And again, from this morning, there you can see the primary vent area. And there you can see a little bit of that hornito, again smoke covered, so it's hard to see it, but there is a lava tube in there, and you can see some venting off the lava tube. But it goes into that pond and feeds the little toe area as well. So you can probably see there's a fairly good circle around here. And yes, this area is a lot lower. This is kind of sloped, and this is a higher up elevation across the top here, because that's all been lifted up by the magma underneath, or lava, whichever you want to call it. And it's basically raised that center area up quite a bit. I'm going to refresh to get to the current picture. There it is. And you can see that we do have that Pig Island still intact. I'm starting to see some other deformation here. Not sure what that's about. We also see it here. It could be from the fact that this whole plate goes up and down in the caldera, which is kind of neat to watch and observe over time lapses. Kind of interesting stuff. Looking at it from the other side, a lot of smoke heading in that direction, so a little bit more difficult to see. Again, this was from this morning, and this is the current picture. A little less smoke blowing towards the camera, but you can see there is our primary pond, if you want to call it. There's the vent, and the lava tube should be in here somewhere, and that toe area is smoking real bad. Also the extra smoke coming off of this point and all the way along the edges here, which is again indicator that we've got some fresh lava hitting the older lava within that caldera wall, and causing more smoke. Interesting to see that. Moving on over to the thermal image. Remember yesterday that looked like a big fish in here? Well, it's not a fish anymore. Whoop. And it's cooling off, and we do still see some warmer stuff down on the end here, but definitely has cooled a bunch, and according to this morning's shot anyway. And we see the lava pond fully intact. If we slide up a little bit, you can see the rest of the warmer spots on the outsides, and again that is lower in elevation than the central area here. And those are, of course, hotter than the cooled, crusty lava that we have sitting on top. Going to refresh that one real quick, and we'll see what it looks like currently. There it is, and that is from 11:42 a.m. Their time in Hawaii, and we see a little bit of hot stuff all the way around, and still there. So pretty cool. Primary vent again here. Little hornito. You can see a little light there. That's where that lava tube is going in that direction, and off venting there and here to allow that flow to flow in there fairly nicely. And that's about it for Hawaii, you guys. Other than having a look at the earthquakes, we can pop over there real quick, and we will take a look and see what we've got for major earthquakes. Not too much in Hawaii. Don't want to spend too much time in here. There's other places that had some big earthquakes I want to look at, but Pahala area, a bunch more, not too many, and then we see one up here on Mauna Loa. And let's take a look. First, these two guys out here in the water. From today at 3:14 a.m., 29 kilometers down at a 1.9, of course. This one 2.0 from 3:44 a.m., 27.3 kilometers down Let's go with these other ones here. 2.1 from 9:27 a.m. This guy 2.5 from 1931 yesterday. And then we have this guy here. This is from 8:02 a.m. and that is a 2.1. And then we have this 2.0 from 1807. And then we have 2 right here. 1.7, 31 minutes after midnight. And the other one is 1.9, and it was at 10:39 is the time on it. So those are the quakes there in that general area. Nothing else in the Pahala area right now. Only see one new one up here, and that is this one, and that is from 8:36 a.m. 2.7 kilometers down, and that would be just a little bit, well, that's below sea level. This thing is well within Mauna Loa. Mauna Loa is huge, so it goes 2.7 kilometers down. It hasn't reached the basement yet, okay? It's a big volcano. Anyway, that is that guy, 2.3 and 8:36 a.m. Hawaii time. Don't know, I haven't heard anything about the fire. I did look into that. I did not check over 2 pineapples, unfortunately, but I haven't heard anything about the fire going on in Hawaii, and maybe somebody else has got some news on it. Anyway, looking at Kilauea with the older picture of the crater here, we are not seeing anything new, and we shall leave it at that. That fire was supposed to have been in between Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea, and I'm not sure exactly where, but our good friend 2 Pineapples is over here in this area, so a little ways away from it, but a lot of green in between there. I don't know what exactly is happening, but we'll find out, and I'll take a look a little bit more. Anyway, we're going to zoom out here. Wanted to look at some of the other earthquakes on the planet, and I did earlier see the one here on Kermadec Ridge. It was a 6.6. I did check, and no tsunami warning from it. So we are okay with it, and but it is definitely a big quake, and on the Kermadec Ridge, and I was going to say we're going to see something react to it, and of course that is this guy over here, a 6.2, and saying just south east of the Loyalty Islands, not too far away from New Caledonia and Vanuatu area. So that is what we're seeing right in there. That guy, 2.6, happened at 15:04 their time, and 82.5 kilometers down. Then you had the other 2 little guys here, just adding on top of what was already there. 5.9, well, little guys. 5.9 is a big quake. Okay, so 32 kilometers southwest of whatever is Lungaville, Vanuatu. 10 kilometers down, they say, on that one. The other one is the smaller one, 4.9, still a sizable quake. So I hope those people are okay and nobody's freaking out. Sliding over, we do see a 5.7 here in Indonesia. Happened yesterday at 2047 at 30.5 kilometers down, and then this guy here. So this be right close to our 2 volcanoes, Ibu and Dukono, and that's a 4.7 from today at 7:04 a.m. So that is right there. Some smaller ones going up the coast, 4.9, and that was from 1727 yesterday, 96.9 kilometers down. 4.7 also from yesterday, and that is 36.5 kilometers down from 1557. We do see a little bit bigger one here, 5.2, and the Aleutian Islands, right near Rat Island, and 5.2, and not bad. And then we have other ones here in China, 4.8, 5.5 also here in China. This one here, Pakistan, 4.4. And Piggy, if you're here, I'm wondering if you felt this quake. This was in Turkey, but it wasn't very far away from you. And it says it is a 5 point, what is it? A 5.0, and happened yesterday at 21:24. So somewhere around 9:30 last night. Wondering if you felt that 5.0 that happened there. Piggy would be here in Kos, and that is where that quake happened. So she should have felt it if it was any kind of a major quake. And I don't see Piggy. Emma Frew, welcome, and glad to have you on here. And of course, other one in Greece was a 4.4 on the other side. I doubt very much that Piggy would have felt that. And we do see this one here in the getting just about into the Strait of Gibraltar off the coast of Portugal, 4.1. So very interesting stuff. And then one way up north here, north of our wonderful Iceland, and this is Svalbard and Jan Mayen Islands area, and of course that is a 4.2 up there, showing 10 kilometers down. Happened today at 13:33 their time, which is about the same as UTC. So not a big worry there. Okay, so that kind of shows us what the earthquakes are doing, you guys. Kirst Chaplin, welcome, and we need some rain. Yes, we'll call for the rain gods to help you. There's lots of places that need some rain. We've had enough. We can live without some for a few days, but I'm sure that many places do need rain. All right, zipping over, I do want to refresh this. This is, of course, since we already looked at the Azores, I wanted to have a quick look at the Canary Islands, since we like that place too. And again, we're seeing another quake right between Tenerife and Gran Canaria. And of course, that little guy today is a whopping 0.8, I think, if I'm on the right one. Yep. And that was from 21:01 UTC, and nothing really major there. Looking at what we had for a swarm, I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm surprised these are still showing, but it does show for 3 days, so everything that happened on the 11th will show up there as well. Today being the 14th, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. And again, these are mostly all in that same area down on the southern end there where we had that swarming. So that is kind of neat, with the exception of this last one, which is a little closer to Cumbre Vieja, and that is 3 kilometers down. The other ones all appear to be about the same depth, or what we refer to as the upper playground zone. And it's interesting. Possibly a magma chamber under there getting ready to do things. Piggy, I don't know if you heard earlier there, 18, let's get going. Did you feel that quake yesterday, Piggy? That 5.0 from Turkey? I was just wondering. I know you probably were away for a second there when I asked, but was wondering if you did or not. Yes, I did. Okay. All right. So you did definitely feel it. Hopefully it wasn't anything too bad. And I know quakes are weird. Quakes are weird. Okay. Yeah. Let's just zoom out here, and I wanted to see if we had, there's a couple up here that I didn't see before. And that is a 3.8, and that is probably rattled the walls. Okay. Ooh, when it rattles walls, you know it's big enough. 3.8, that was the one we seen. Oh, that was yesterday's at 4:05 from the 13th. And then we had the other one out here also from the 13th. But we see one on the other map from today. So I'm wondering if they updated this, or we need to update again maybe, or they don't have that showing on here. Darn it. It always happens that way. Anyway, popping over to our volcano map. I do need to refresh that really quickly. And actually, what we will do is I am going to take another break here, you guys. So what we'll do is we'll do weather after, and we'll also look at this volcano map after the break. And I will put you back onto some lava as soon as we can find where I put my lava. Lava, we love lava. Skip ahead to live broadcast, put on full speed because it changed it. There we go. And okay, that should almost be right. Let's turn that on. There we go. All right, I think we're set. I'm gonna go take a 5-minute break or thereabouts, you guys. And again, be good, be nice. Let's see how. Oh, hang on. I gotta change something if I want to put it on that quad view. Quad view. Let's see. Okay, I'm hoping that this will work. And we're trying. Come on, quad view. Okay, it's having a tough time. All right. I don't know if it is the one camera being glitchy or what the heck is going on, but I'm going to leave it on here on the single view. Quad view is not going to work very well. That Langhall camera is kind of hesitating and stopping me here for some reason. Don't know if it's me or the computer. So we'll see what happens here, and I'll get that one off of my screen for now, so we don't need to worry about it. It'll go quiet, and I will be back in 5 minutes. Luke Mule, welcome, and I'll be back. My goats are constantly annoying me to send water to Kos. Just don't send the armed goat, all right? I'll be back, you guys. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button. For all those guys in here, we are almost at 200. Let's see if we can push it up there before I get back from the break. That would really be awesome, you guys. So please give it a whirl if you can, and hit that like button. And, ooh, Baby Siggy having a go? Well, it might, a little. Anyway, I'll be back. Keep smiling, and hit that like button. Hey, it hasn't gone up any. Why is that? Is it frozen? Is my like button frozen? Come on, use a bigger hammer. You can do it. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in 5. Okay, I've got the microphone on, and I noticed my bit rate was bouncing a little bit there right at the end. And thank you, Piggy, and thanks for the welcome backs from Almagirl. Hi, Louise, and hi, Cora Anna, and thank you, Grandma B, and Kevin Haynes, and Grandma, Sue, Linda. I'll get it. Oz, welcome. Glad to have you on board, Oz. And on our way to 300. Thank you, everyone. I see that. And thanks, Janice. Is it a Siler or Sailor? A Siler. Welcome to the Lavaliers. Glad to have you on board. And let's see. What else we got going? I think we're good for right now. I did say we were going to go over and have a look at, some stuff. I think it was weather and things like that. We'll do that shortly. I do want to take a look, though, around a little bit first and see how far that lava has migrated. And that would be interesting to see. So we are going to switch over to the other scenes for a minute or so. And have a look and see if I'm on the right one. No, I'm on the wrong one. Let me go over to the other one. And I hear my computer revving up for some reason. It's not loving me. I think it really needs to reboot. So right after my stream today, it definitely is getting a reboot so it can do all its updates. And then I will reboot it again after I set it up so it can re-update, because I'm sure that the updates will require an update, which of course required that update, right? Anyway, moving on to some of the other scenes, we can see a little bit better from this one from a distance, and that valley certainly is looking so much different than it was before. With that little picture there. And you're going to make another visit to Iceland, Cora Anna. I can't afford it this time around, but unless I win the lottery, then I will be happy to go. It's a lot like that with my phone, Dr. Fox. Oh yeah, kind of that way. This one is the one that gives me the problems here every time that is going, and I don't know if it's bad bits or something coming out of that, but that almost looks like it's trying to create two separate cones again, trying to divide up that first cone from the second one. So we'll see what happens in the future with this. This could be interesting, looking at the outflow and stuff. It's pretty heavy. All right, moving on to the other one, and this is the one that I really wanted to get to and see what's going on. And we do see our lava, the fresh material has made it back over here to the far side, not all the way over, but definitely over to here. And it will push against some of that material. And of course, it'll work its way into this area and likely force the push up here a little bit more before we see a breach going into the eastern side here into the other valley. But I'm also still predicting that we're going to see a lot of this area in the foreground fill up, and also in here, this is still fairly low lying in comparison to what we have here now. This is built up, this is still very low. So we'll see some wonderful flows here eventually, filling up some of that, but it's going to be interesting to see how that works. And yesterday I kind of mentioned that I'm estimating about 3 or 4 days, and today being one of them, so we're down to 2 to 3 days before we see it pushing up and out. And since it did slow down so much last night, I think we might even have to extend that by a day or two because of that massive slowdown in output. And again, I don't have any real numbers, but it was pretty self-evident with looking at what we had. So as far as that time lapse and so on, pretty cool. So kind of that's what I wanted to just have a quick look at. Here's the other MBL close shot, and it looks pretty interesting. A little bit shaky there, I guess some wind or something. No earthquakes right now, at least not that I know of. Not ongoing, we see a wind shaking it, but that is okay. We'll go back to there. That one is a pretty solid looking shot, and I do like that, even though it's the backside. And let's see what else we got going. Yeah, I think it's time we get over and had a peek at the weather, you guys. So we will take a look. First off, we'll do this, and we'll do that. That'll give me my weather, and of course that will give WR is Reykjavik, and we'll see Reykjavik's weather come up. 800 pounds flight from England to Keflavik. Yeah, it's a lot more than that from Canada. From here, and a lot more. Let's just say about at least twice. Economy-wise, man, it's not bringing up Reykjavik weather for some reason. And I see I am buffering now. Hang on, what's going on? Bit rates have gone through the roof. Yep, I don't know what it's doing, you guys. But yeah, it's given me a warning. YouTube not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream operations. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I think my computer definitely needs a reboot after this. So we're not going to prolong too much after the stream, and we'll see what we can do to get this thing back up and operational. I just killed another piece of software there as well, and hopefully it will be all right. Let's see, are we, yeah, bit rates are okay, so that is all right. Yeah, sound shuttered, as long as it's not echo, we're okay. All right, should be, I turned off a piece of software there. It seems to be running okay. And the piece of software I turned off as the only one window open that I had from that Microsoft Edge. And the difference, I am running about 16 windows, or if not more, from everything else. That runs about 25% capacity. As soon as I open one window from Microsoft Edge, it goes up to about 45% capacity. So Windows Edge takes almost 20% of the CPU power to run one window, which is absolutely crazy when you got 14 or 16 or 18 windows and another browser. That takes a lot less than that, plus the streaming software and everything else. So just baffles me, and I don't have anything good to say about Windows. And yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, let's get over to our wonderful weather. That is what I did mention we were going to do. So I'm going to get onto that weather map, and hopefully that will send me over there without buffering too much. And I hear again the computer revving up. I'm going to shut my music software off and see if that helps. I've closed other things here as well, so hopefully that's going to be okay. I'm going to refresh that, and there we go. So looking at what we've got here, North America doesn't look too bad at all, and we are okay with that. We see Central America still pushing everything out here. Those storms out here have changed and dissipated. As you can see, the lines here, there's twirling in every which way and form. and really messing the weather up a little bit in Central America, and we do see looks like possibly a low sitting here. So anyway, it's still flowing out into the Pacific, and again, this plume here is from the stuff on land. It's not from Wolf Volcano or Fernandina on the Galapagos. So just so we're aware of that. And then, of course, it starts to head the opposite way back across the South American continent into the Atlantic over here on the other side. And we're watching these fast flow lanes here. I wouldn't want to be down there. And looking at this, of course, there is a White Isle volcano just on the north end of New Zealand there on its own little island. And it is in a green state, but definitely still off-gassing quite a bit. Looking at what we've got, looks like in Melbourne area, the very minimal there. Probably a bunch of rain coming down, looking at the swirls here. Do you have an email link? I have a URL you need to see. Of course, email drfox@shaw.ca, electric dog. That is pretty straightforward. drfox@shaw.ca. Okay, I'm not posting any links in here because as far as my email, because the robots scam for it, so we won't do that. But it's drfox@shaw.ca. Simple, sweet, no extra dots, no nothing in there, and that should be pretty cool. Anyway, the plume here, of course, coking plants up north of Sydney there doing their thing. Normal stuff in that area. Over here you have Luolatok, and it is producing quite a bit. That's where we had that other earthquake. And then over here you've got Samaru and Raum, if I said it right, and that would be pretty cool there, and doing some of that. Not as bad as yesterday. Merapi in the middle here as well, and then Krakatoa, or Krakatau, son of Krakatoa, right in that spot, along with Jakarta throwing some stuff in. Ibu and Dakono doing their thing, and then Bulusan would be making this plume here. And of course, some of this would be from Taal, and Taal is adding to the area that is in Manila and so on. Lots of pollution there. So going here, of course, Taiwan, that's all industrial. And then we are looking at what we've got here, Suwanoshi-jima down on the bottom in the islands here. And then, of course, also Sakura-jima right in here, making a lot of that. This, of course, industrial pollution from China, sliding up a little bit more, very quiet on the Kamchatka Peninsula. It looks like Shivelush is the one that is putting out most, but Karimsky down here still doing some. I'm not sure what's coming off of Bazimiani, but not very much from Chikorachki or Ibiko down here on the islands. So that's kind of it for that. Look at this weird pattern. Wow. Talk about awesomely weird. I didn't realize that was there till just now. That is kind of a weird pattern. I don't know what we're going to do with that. Yeah, you got some airflows in the wrong directions. Anyway, that's all from this wonderful stuff there in South Africa from the gold smelting plants and platinum plants that they've got there. Is it platinum? Yeah, platinum. And some titanium, I guess. But anyway, DR Congo going up a little bit here. That is a volcano as well as coal coking plants, and we are seeing that. And RTVE would be right in here, but again, pollution from Saudi Arabia's refineries doing their thing. And since we've seen so much less coming out of Etna, it is very much so visible here that we don't have as much as we had before. So Etna calming down. We know Stromboli still doing a fair amount of its own work, and that is kind of it. And not seeing so much else there. Kind of some extra hanging around stuff from all the heat, I guess, in some of those places like England and Germany, and definitely creating some SO2. And hey, look, Iceland has got a plume of sorts, and definitely seeing that, you guys. So we are getting more gas coming out of it, and that is kind of interesting. Fires in Spain? I don't know if there's fires in Spain. Spain actually looked pretty good as far as SO2. Not bad at all. And France too. I think fires might be England itself. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, that is kind of what it looks like with SO2. Let's pop over to our temperature areas and take a look at what we've got. I'm going to refresh this map so we get it up to date, seeing what we've got going on here in Canada. Wow, lots of heat back up in the north again today. Actually, they are hotter than we are, and they're showing 28, 29 degrees in a lot of places. Very, very awesome for them to get those kinds of temperatures, but also very odd to say the least, and that is causes us some problems. Bet Dr. Fox tells me no rain for me. Well, Piggy, we'll get over there in a bit, and we'll see. Anyway, a little hotter in the U.S. Today, and we see most of the areas here quite warm, 38, 39, 40 degrees Celsius in some places, and if not hotter. And I'm sure places like Death Valley will be very, very hot today. And even down here, Houston, we're seeing Houston actually 32, 33, and not as bad, but thanks, Sue. 44C, 112 Fahrenheit in Death Valley, and an 8-mile-per-hour wind. That would make that feel like you're inside an oven with a fan going, and thankfully the fan is there. We had 35 here earlier, and Thursday, and next week uber hot. Central America looking pretty normal as well. Anyway, North America cooking. The east, of course, a little bit cooler up here, but still very nice, 20 degrees, and many places, and even warm up in northern Quebec and Newfoundland. So awesome. And yeah, the east coast of the U.S., very warm. Cancun, 29 today. Looking at South America, the Amazon definitely heated up, and we do see just past Buenos Aires is our cutoff point today, so the heat is processed and regained some ground down on the bottom there, which is really nice. A little bit warmer in Chile, but not down at the bottom end. And looking over here, we do see a high sitting there and a low here, and they're churning, and unfortunately they're picking up some cold stuff. And looking at what we see here, very cold today in New Zealand, and yeah, we are seeing very, very cold temperatures in the single digits all the way through for the most part. not till you get up here, up on the peninsula there, where you start to warm up a little bit. So not good for those guys. And looks like about the same, well, a little bit warmer here in Tasmania, and not that great, but still better than not. And 9-10 degrees in Melbourne. Adelaide about the same, and Sydney a little bit warmer, but not by much. And home of Oz about the same as well. Boy, they got that cold patch in there, and I don't know, that's not good. And even Perth, boy, oh boy, all those places are cold. Send Oz a blanket. Yeah, we need to send Oz a blanket. Everybody send Oz a blanket. It's too cold. 9 degrees. Boy, oh boy. A blanket and a palm tree. Anyway, there we are in our other areas here, going into Indonesian, Malaysian, and Philippine areas. Bangkok, probably 26, 27 degrees for today, and that is probably got about 85%, 28 and 81%. Darn it! I should have guessed 81. It's always 81, 81 or 85 and 28. Anyway, we go up a little bit more on the map. We do see bottom end of Japan, fairly warm, and a lot of heat being pumped into the East China Sea and the Yellow Sea. Starts to cool off though as soon as you get up here in the northern islands, and Kamchatka definitely cooling off a whole bunch. We see a lot colder weather up in the north here again. So the cold is coming back, you guys. The sun tilt is changing, and that's what we're seeing. And moving over, India doing its thing, pretty normal. They've got actually a little bit cooler right now, mind you. I think it's early morning, so that's about the right time for them. Very, very hot here in our what we call our Middle East, so Sahara, Saudi Arabia, and Iran, Iraq, those areas, Yemen, and Oman, and of course UAE, doing a pretty cooking job there. And of course Sahara Desert here, still holding a lot of heat. Zooming into the areas where Piggy is, 25, 26 degrees right now, according to this. And that is what we're seeing. And we're seeing this flow coming from the west. And that seems to be turning around this low here. So if there is some rain up here, it would be nice to go that way. And we do see what's going here. Sicily holding some heat still, very warm for nighttime still, 22, 23 degrees, depends on where you are. And Italy, bottom of the boot, pretty much similar, going all the way up. Really not too much. The high areas or higher elevations are definitely cooler. Looking at what we see here in Spain, some very hot spots, but for the most part, still too warm to sleep at night. And I just wanted to have a quick peek at the Canary Islands. 22 degrees, 23 degrees out there on La Palma right now. And let's see if we can take a look here. Not bad in France. Looks like Germany's actually warmer than France. Same Germany, Holland, and Luxembourg looks warm too. Belgium as well. UK, most of England looks pretty warm. Wales still holding in 18, 19 degrees. The wonderful Irish monk enjoying about 18, 19 degrees, 20 degrees in Doolin. So that is pretty cool. Okay, Dr. Fox, see my email. Wait till you see what I found. It will be cool and very visually illustrated. Okay. Okay, let me go have a look at what you sent here. And okay, it's a link to somewhere, which I'm in the middle of a stream, so I can't go start looking at links. I'm doing the weather right now, so we'll worry about that in a while, maybe after the show. But right now, anyway, looking at what we're seeing here, this is stuff. Yeah, just so you know, I'm not trying to electric dog. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. It's just I've got a show to run here, and if I spend 20 minutes trying to figure out an email, that is not fair to having all these other people just sit by on my show. And I don't want to extend the show that long either. I need to reboot my computer today. That's what's on the agenda, and it's going to take some time to do that. So that is a lot of work, but we'll get to it. Anyway, looking at what we see in Norway, Sweden, Finland, not bad, and it could be a little on the cold side up top there, and of course here in Iceland, we are getting northerly winds blowing in here, making it colder than what it should be. It should be August. It should be palm tree weather. We should have 24 degrees Celsius and no, hang on, that's the wrong place. 14 degrees Celsius and sunny and warm. Yeah, that's more like it. But anyway, that's what we've got there. Let's take a look at precipitation. And while we're on Iceland, we do see. You'll need some time to figure it out. I completely understand. Okay, I've been trying to get this link to you since an hour. All right, cool. Anyway, we'll have a look. Northern parts here. Looks like they're getting some rain up there, and that is not good in Iceland. But it's better than over here where we're watching from. And I don't see any clouds coming in right away, so we'll have some visibility for a few more days, or at least one or two, and that'll be really nice. Looking at what we've got in North America, cold up north. You know, it's amazing. We got ice rain right there, and then right here we've got just about 30 degrees Celsius. Isn't that amazing? You go 200 miles and you go from 30 plus to 20 below. So it's wild, isn't it? That is awesome. Looks like most of Alaska's getting nailed with something. Our west coast seems to be getting hit with some storm stuff as well. Looks like we've got a streak going all the way across here. I'm not sure if this is part of that stuff that came through last night and broke off all these limbs off of the trees. We had gusts here that were tremendously strong and snapped some branches. The one branch out front here, the base of that branch is about probably 20 centimeters in diameter. So, and it was a healthy branch for it to snap off, to be a pretty heavy wind. Anyway, looking at what we've got, not bad for storms though, for in general, nothing super major. We do see a bunch of smaller isolated storms, nothing packing big punches. Northern portion of Arizona going into Colorado, and Utah and Colorado, and then Wyoming. Some of them areas are getting it. Even a portion of New Mexico still got that. Down here, and boy, hurricane style stuff coming in, and hopefully Boca Chica will be okay, because that is where it is down there, and I'm sure they're not building rockets today. They're probably hunkering down. Looking at what we see in Florida, bottom end here, very, very stormy. Hope everybody is okay there. We do see other places like Georgia and South Carolina and even most of North Carolina and those areas, not bad till we get up and see this stuff here. But that is not too heavy from the looks of things, so I should be all right. And yeah, that storm, that is not nice there. Anyway, we do see everything here in Mexico and Central America. We do see Panama is getting nailed, as well as all those other countries, Costa Rica and so on, and Colombia, Venezuela, and pretty bad there, and a northern chunk of Peru, part of Ecuador, and of course part of Brazil, and that is what we see there. Going down, here's those storms down here in Chile, and that is going down. We got a low sitting here, making things really cold for those guys. Sliding over, and we see now we have two highs, just kind of guarding New Zealand from clouds, but it is cold there with those on. And of course, here is why we are seeing the cooler temperatures in Tasmania as well. It's surrounded by a nasty low, and that is spinning, and it's going to be dumping a lot of water there. Same thing with the bottom end here. Melbourne is probably going to see some storm activity, and we will slide up a little bit more here, see what we've got. Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, and Taiwan, and Bangkok area, all that. Everybody's gotten some storms all over the place. We see one building here in the Sea of Japan. Interesting, and that is of course hitting North Korea for the most part, I think, and that is pretty nasty there. And there's that storm in between Japan and Kamchatka Peninsula, and that is what they are seeing there. I'm going to slide over here a little bit, and Africa, yep, central region, same thing as before. And let's take a look and see what we have here. You know, I am looking at this, and I don't know, Piggy, there might be a possibility that you might get some rain. I don't know for sure, though. It depends on what this does. If this moves far enough downward, it will cut over and give you some rain. Fingers crossed that it might. No guarantees. It's going up north. No, the lines are saying it's coming south. How can it be moving north when the lines are moving south? Air currents are moving south. Oh boy. If it's going north, something's wrong. Something's wrong with the map. The arrow's in the wrong direction, and that's what we're seeing. Piggy is singing "Rain on Me." Yep. Hopefully, it would be nice, even if you got a millimeter in every 3 hours. It's a forecast to hit Upper Greece, not us. That's not good. So the lines are all pointing downward, though, Piggy, and that is not nice. All right, move over here and then let it get in there. Sorry, Piggy. I wish I could make the weather gods obey. Looking at Spain, pretty dry in there. We do have some stuff in France. France can share a little bit, and here in the bottom of the Alps here a little bit as well, and some just across the German border. We don't see too much in Belgium, very little in Holland, and very little in Germany as well. Poland seems to have a little bit, and going up very little in most places. some stuff here in the bottom end of Norway, but I don't think that's going to help much for everybody else. Ooh, Irish monk. Irish monk is hogging all the clouds. Now we know where it is. There it is. It is the weather machine located where? Doolin. There's a weather machine located in Doolin. Irish monk, you know anything about that? Anything at all? Weather machine in Doolin? Okay, anyway, we'll leave that alone, and we'll take a look here at the northern ends. Not anything there, and looking at what we've got in this wonderful Iceland. Uh-oh, busted? Yep, you got the, oh boy. Which model do you have? The 8,000 or the 9,000 Irish monk? I'm just wondering. Because I've got an old 7,000 here I want to upgrade. Anyway, okay, never mind. Private joke. Never mind. Yeah. All right, looking at what we've got here. Some snow in some portions of Iceland, so that is pretty cool. And we like it. All right. Okay, let's see what our lowest temperature is, and we're going to sneak down to the bottom end here and see what our coldest temp in the Antarctic is, since we like doing that. I already found the minus 73 Celsius, so that is pretty cold. And let's see if we can find something a little cooler. 65, 70, no. Sue found a minus 76. I wonder where you found that. I got 71, 72. I probably have to zoom in a little bit. I got 73 right there. Not seeing the colder one. So, all right, maybe I need to go somewhere else here. 71, 72. We do have some cold bands in here too, so they're hard to hit, and sometimes they're hiding. Yep, you got it. Okay, well, I'm in the cold area. Minus 73 is cold enough for me, so I'm not going to worry about if it's a minus 76. So that isn't going to make much of a difference, you guys. So we're good with that. Minus 76 for a low temp, and that is awesomely cold, you guys. And make sure you bundle your penguins up before you send them out, of course, and keep that happy. And that's it for today. And I don't have anything else I'll throw on there, other than let's see if we can get back to some lava. We love lava. And let's put our wonderful stream back on. There we go. And maybe a quick look around, though. I do want to see if we've had any changes in flow patterns. So let's take a quick peek all the way around before we get to the end of our wonderful stream here today, and looking at what we've got. So yeah, that is nice shot. And now that it's dark, it really does look a lot better, as the lava is flowing out of there very well. Looks like the volume has picked up again a bit from what we were seeing before. And this one is not too bad, and that is kind of awesome to see. I like seeing the lights in the background too. That kind of makes it a little bit more surreal, a little distance to it. It gives you an idea that, you know, you're up a little higher in an actual caldera of some sort, or a valley or whatever. Pretty neat looking. Next one, of course, is the long haul camera. This I don't know why it has issues processing it, but it's kind of oversaturated. I think they got their saturation up a little high, but that's okay. And not appropriate for all. Okay, I will have a look at that after. And looking at this shot, we do see more lava building up here. Hang on. Had to kind of sort of sneeze here, or I thought I did. Maybe I won't. Okay, we're good. But yeah, looking at what we see right there, that is an awful lot of lava sitting there. So we are definitely seeing lava piling. And I don't know how far it will push. We haven't seen it advance anymore here, but we definitely know that it is there doing its thing. Hey, Sharon P, thank you very kindly for that 449, and that is awesome. Sharon P, and thank you. Do appreciate it. Just gonna write that down. 449. I got it. That's awesome. Very kind of you. And yeah, so that is neat. Reykjavik lights in the background. The pyramid here, that is of course Kalir, and that is what you're seeing. And the other spot would be kind of behind this mountain here. But that is what we were talking about, looking for, where we could see things pop up on the other side. When we have a second fissure open, would be kind of interesting. Anyway, looking here, we do see more lava flow, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm thinking that this might come and push this material out now into that lower area, because lava likes the least resistance possible, and if that is an easier flow in this direction than it is in this direction, that's what we're going to see, because there's already a lot of lava sitting there, and a lot less here. So simple physics says it's easier to push this than it is to push that, and that is what's going to probably fill up next. We'll see. You know, it's a matter of time. And of course, this is the other lavally view. We do like it, and when we combine lavally views, we end up with Taal in there. How did that happen? Taal will fix you. There, I fixed Taal, and there we go. But we got two of the same in here. How'd that work? Oh boy. It's magic that didn't work right. What if we put that guy there? Okay, now we got four different ones. And I think we can leave it there. So that is pretty good for wrapping things up today, you guys. And I think there is enough lava there to satisfy everyone and keep all of you from having a lava crisis or a lack or withdrawal, and that is pretty cool. So that's it, you guys. Time for me to wrap things up. I'm not going to let this run too long after here, because I did say I do want to reboot this computer, and I do also want to reboot the other one tonight as well, since they both appear to need updates. Piggy says, what? 1:55 a.m. Just about 2 a.m. Wow, that's early for you, Piggy. You'll get to bed before 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. That'd be awesome. Thank you, Oz, and glad that you're here. And thank you, everyone, for being here. Big special thank you, of course, to, wow, all of you. Every last one of you. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have a stream. So thanks everyone for being here. Super big thank you to all our members in here who are helping out support the stream, and of course to the super chatters as well. Omami of Hamsters, BMAT William, very generous from him, and Sharon P as well. Thank you guys, very kind of you to help out and support the stream. That is awesome. Been sneezing a lot the last few days myself, Dr. Fox. Always a good show, sneezes and all, and yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely to sneeze. It's all right. Anyway, beautiful to see our stuff here, and unfortunately our two close-up cams are not in sync. I wish they were. That would be really cool. I'll work on that. Anyway, on those friendly notes, big thank you to our moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, and all the rest that are hiding in the background there. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. And I think that is it. So remember, tomorrow is Monday, and of course we will get back to our regular Monday or weekday time streams, and that will be pretty awesome. Piggy, you're gonna hit the hay and be good. Enjoy your sleep. Hopefully you'll be able to get an outstanding 3 hours in a row without having to get up. That would be really cool. And I am going to leave it there. So thank you, everyone, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you that has joined. For those who haven't hit the like button, maybe give it a quick shot on the way out the door if you can. And I'll leave it on for a few minutes after here, but not too long. As I mentioned, I do want to reboot everything, so that is what's on my agenda after this. Thank you, everyone. Be good, keep smiling, take care of yourselves, and please, please make sure, tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and we'll see everyone tomorrow night. Take care all, and oink oink.